My name is Valkeri and welcome to my channel. Here we're going to be starting off with a little something different. Actually just going to, chat for a bit in real time. So, yeah, it's my first time doing it, so I'm a little nervous. I think I'll probably cut that out. So anyways, welcome to my channel. And this video, I've taken a step out of my comfort zone from what I'm used to drawing. And I've actually tried doing a little something different. So in this video, I decided to make two characters completely different from each other. And one's a buff-looking guy, and another one's a zombie. Because from when I tried doing the evolution video, I was having a little trouble trying to do the Terminator's face. Kind of didn't really look too revealing like a Terminator. So, I did mention that in my Instagram that I kind of need to rework on the anatomy of the endoskeleton. So, but there's always a first time for everything. I'm always learning something new. I'm always adapting and I already said learning, so I'm always adapting and always challenging myself and trying to bring forward my illustrations and my strengths and my weaknesses. So from what you guys have seen in the previous videos, I'm really good with doing the Predator, and I'm good with doing RoboCop, but to actually just sit there and try and step out of your own comfort zone and try something that you're not used to doing is a huge challenge. But thanks to Draw with Jazza and a bunch of other YouTubers that I've been following and subscribed to, they've explained that it's very hard for someone who is used to doing certain drawings and then try and go into something more adaptive that they're not used to doing, such as myself. So I'm used to doing fantasy and sci-fi characters, but I kind of would like to get into more. I want to be able to pick up a pencil and have an idea in my head and be able to just go off with it. As you can see, this guy here with the big sickle like spike doesn't have a normal head. So in one of Jazza's Draw with Jazza's videos for inspiration, he said, if you have a artist block, look for something in your on your desk or in your presence. And so that I technically found one of those water bottles with the little button that you push. I think they're called Cantigo or something like that. But anyways, I used that and I pretty much made that his head. So this character that I'm sketching out right now, or well, touching up, I should say, before I actually finish off with the ink, is I started out with just like regular mannequin style, so circle, triangles, and then go from there and adapt and sketch out the rounded sections for the muscles and the body structure and all that good stuff that we all know and love. So, you know, excuse me. So, but yeah, so I saw that and I was like, that would be pretty funny looking for a head and just make it look like it's an abstract character, just from out of this world, kind of something like what Resident Evil 4 with those big guys. So I had a lot of fun with that. And then the other character on the other side of my hand that I'm blocking, but I will get to him in a bit. There he is, Peekaboo, is a zombie. Something that I'm kind of not really familiar with doing, but I think I tackled it pretty well. I mean, there's always room for improvement, always room for to adapt and be able to, be more creative in certain areas. But I'm used to drawing what you've been seeing in my previous videos. So, but you know what? I'm happy with the results that I've been able to accomplish in this video. Plus this was done at like 10 in the morning, so I was still trying to wake up. So, but you know what? It's a day in the life of an artist. You get up, You start off your day, get yourself inspired, and then you just go to town. So, but anyways, yeah. So with the zombie, I did open rib cage, a skull for his head, and I got like some flesh hanging off. He's actually got a sock on, and he's barefoot on one side, but he's got a sock on the other. And it started off with just like I wanted to do like an action character where his back was arched back to almost like a 45 degree, and then he was going to be in like a power stance, kind of like a Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. But it turned out to be more of a gory like zombie, which is okay. I mean, it's what it is, right? It turned out to be that, and I'm still happy with it. So and you can see he's got his pelvic bone and his spine in the background, and a bit of the rib cage, like I said, and he got his head thrown back. So, but hey, overall, I'm really happy with it. But I'm always happy for anyone to give me feedback, give me some pointers. Everyone's different with their illustrations. Everyone's got different ways of collaborating their styles and their techniques. So I've got no problem with anyone coming forward and saying, "Hey, you should have went about with this position, or you should have worked more with the shadowing here." Just anything. Active criticism is key. And I'm not going to be like running away if someone throws roasts on me, and tells me that I'm not good at drawing. Everyone's got their flaws, everyone has their weaknesses. And like I said, I'm stepped out of my comfort zone, and I'm trying new stuff because I want to be able to improve my ability to sketch, and my ability for the human anatomy and creature anatomy and all that good stuff. So anyone and anybody's opinion is always helpful for anyone. I advise everyone to help out with other people who are asking for the help. It's like, hey, can you take a look at this, and give me your opinion. It could be active criticism, it could be good, it could be bad. But excuse me, you just gotta learn to adapt with it. So, but like I said, I've got no problems with anyone stating their opinion. I take that into consideration. I'm always happy to take it and work with it. Some of you have already given me some good advice for at least even just starting with my channel. So thank you all so much for who have given me some hints and strategies. So I hope that this has actually helped me a little more, and that you can see that, because being a YouTuber is going to be a very, very long journey. It's not going to be like one day and say, hey, cool, I did this, let's see how many views I get. No, it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of effort, some sweat, blood, tears, the drill. Then like the philosophy says, Rome wasn't built in a day. So we always hear that terminology. So, and I take that into consideration. So Rome was not built in a day, and I have been drawing since I was like 5 years old. So ever since I could pick up a pencil and paint, and I actually am colorblind, but when I was a kid, I used to pick up paintbrushes in junior kindergarten or senior kindergarten, one of those two. I'm going to say grade 1, and paint and have fun with it. My journals, I try and write little stories and have the pictures on it, and I would just doodle here, there, and everywhere. And I also had some inspiration from Art Attack, if those of you who actually remember that TV show, and my sister and my father, because they're both really great artists themselves. Grateful for them for showing me their techniques, and from what I've gathered was a kid. And I'm always happy to hear from everyone, always glad to adapt from what I can take for advice and incorporate it into my next drawings, like, and stuff like that. So thank you all who have helped me so far, with even just like helping me with just the start of my channel. So I appreciate that. So anyways, as you can see, yes, this zombie, the Zom over here, is kind of skinny compared to the other figure who is buff. Actually, he's not really too buff. He's more of a meteoric buff. Because if he was like buff, I think I would make him kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something like that, like thicker thighs, bigger shoulders, wider forearms, more of a girth in the neck. So, but yeah, I would have expanded more on that, but I was happy with what I did, so I went with it. I was in the zone. I went with the flow. So, but yeah, the zombie here, he's seen better days. I can surely tell you that he has seen better days. He's kind of got this walk going on, and he's kind of. I should have put some adaptation, or not adaptations. I should have put like some little quotations to make him look like he was kind of moving, not moving. Jeez, I can't speak. So, it definitely could have worked a little more with the shadowing as well. I mean, as a young adult growing up, my art teacher always said, never, ever, ever, ever take a tissue paper and smudge your work, because that's not the quote unquote correct way of shadowing or shading. Sorry, you're supposed to use the different shades of pencils, the B3, F8, and all those ones to increase your degree of shadowing. So, but unfortunately, I don't have those, and I've always been humbled for mechanical pencils, not only because of the fact that they're lightweight and the leads are breakable to eat, or so brittle I should say, but it's the fact that you can get into smaller areas. You can add shade, darken shade. You can go really light, and you can go really dark. As you can see in the hand here, I've gone pretty dark because of the shadow. Or is that because I'm doing my ink? Oh, that's because I'm doing my ink now. Sorry about that. But yeah. So, for those of you who are familiar with using mechanical pencils, you know exactly what I'm saying. You know exactly how it all works. But anyways, yeah. So now I'm just working on the spine right now, down towards the pelvic, and I'm just adding in the little details and working from middle up. Excuse me. So that way we can slowly but surely start seeing the definition of the zombie, or should I say the skeletal structure inside the rotten body. So, but yeah, so on another note, what do you guys think of the new intro? Do you guys think it's okay? Do you think it's too much? Does it express a good intro? Let me know in the comments. I just thought it was pretty insane that the way I started it off, and then I thought it was nice because it would incorporate the fact of myself sitting there going, okay, what am I going to draw? And then it's like during the theme song, it's popping out all of the previous drawings that I've already done. So thinking like, oh, so these are the ideas that I'm like going through my head. This is what I should draw. This is what I should draw. This is what I should draw. But really, it's already pretty much done, which, makes the whole alignment of that song collaborate very well, especially whenever I fakely scribble and it looks like I'm saying my name in the description, but I'm not. So, but anyways, again, just let me know what you guys think about the intro. Should I keep this one, or should I just stay with the original one with my logo on the angle and that intro song that we have built on for it already? So, anyways, as you can see now that the structure of the gruesome looking Zom over here, he's starting to actually take form now, which is good. So you can see his pectoral chest, and you can see his shoulder blade. Yeah, right there where I'm cutting it open, that's actually supposed to see an inside. Yeah, see, there's the ball joint to his shoulder, and then right there is supposed to be his was supposed to be his shoulder blade, but it went right into the arm. Must be because of the angle. So yep, and then I just continue on going on with the rest of the sketch with my fine tip marker and pen. Sorry, I love using those pens. They are amazing. So yeah, as I mentioned before, yeah, I'm stepped out of my comfort zone, and I'm pretty happy with what I have accomplished for a first time. Just waking up and just hitting the books and seeing what I could come up with. His hand looks huge. Oh man, look at the size of that hand compared to the other one. Oh man. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to come on here and just finally get out of my comfort zone. I know I keep saying that a lot. I'm so sorry. This is new to me. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to always love being on like TV and making like movies and stuff like that. And I had no problems speaking in audiences or anything like that. But nah, I haven't done that in a while. So trying to get back into it is a little nerve-wracking. But you know what? That comes with practice. So practice makes perfect. Just like with drawing, don't ever put yourself down. Don't ever say that you're not a good drawer, because everyone is a good drawer. Everyone's a great sketch artist. Everyone's good at something. All you got to do is just keep practicing, keep adapting, keep improving, always ask questions. Someone will always be happy and willing to give you some tips, some advice, and always remember the anatomy as well. References are fantastic. I still use references sometimes myself. I'm not gonna lie. Every artist will use a reference because they're looking for a specific kind of angle, but they can't actually figure it out in their head. So they'll flip through Google or something like that, and they'll find a picture and be like, "Hey, that's a good pose that I want." So it's not like you're copying, but you're training your brain to adapt to that position of the character structure that you're trying to draw. Now, a lot of people that I've been seeing or listening to and hearing say that some people are like taking a piece of paper and like just tracing it. When I was a kid, I used to trace a lot, but that was only because I wanted to get used to movement and in depth with the way that my line structure is going to be. Whenever I got comfortable with doing that, and I was in high school and I was taking art classes, then it moved into something more intermediate, to saying like you have a person up at the front of the classroom or an object, and you're sitting there and you're visualizing that object or that person, and you're taking your pencil and you're angling, okay, this is how far away this is what we're gonna do, and then you look for 30 seconds, look back at your paper, and you quickly make those adjustments, and then you look back, and then you do that. That's my definition. That's the way that I look when I'm using references. I will look at the picture, and then I will redraw it through memory, and then I'll go back to it. But what I do is I sometimes will change a few things here and there, because it's not going to be the same. Every picture is always going to be different. Just like these guys. The zombies standing completely straight up, because some zombies, yeah, can walk normally, but they got a bit of a waddle. But some of them can be kind of like creepy looking, like this guy down here in the bottom that's faint. You can barely see him, but he's like faint. He's another drawing that I was going to do. And then you got the big muscular guy that I'm working on right now, where he's kind of like in a stance where he's dragging something, but his knees are bent, so he's got a different posture. Sorry. So it all just really depends on your preference, really. So that I'm gonna say is my art theory for the day, is that it never hurts to use references for helping any artist, young artist, to be able to help yourself learn and train your brain to be able to pick up a pencil and just scribble around a few things. You know, if you know if you know the skeletal structure by doing either the mannequin, or you can just do the three fainted lines where you do the one line and then another cross, and then you do a circle and then a bigger circle, and then you put a cross in the face section. You know, it just it's just everyone's different way of starting off with their drawings. So some people can just go right into it. Sometimes that's like myself. Sometimes I can just have the idea, boom, get right down into it, and then away we go. Other people, they'll take their time and they'll do little faint circles, and then they'll do little scribbles, and they'll just play around with the piece of paper, because that's what they've trained themselves to do. That's mostly what comic artists will do. They'll just do little circles here and there, get the basic triangular shapes and the angles and the way the body's going to sit, and they'll say, good, that's good, and then they'll continue on with it, and then they'll mask it over something else and then put in their faint darker lines, and then they'll go with their ink and then do their detailing. So everyone is different. So anyways, I think that's my spiel for the day. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll leave you guys to enjoy the rest of the video. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this little art theory, and you've enjoyed all the content that you've seen, and you will be happy to want to see more, feel free to smash that like button, share the video, leave a comment in I always want to call it a description. Leave the comments in the comment section below. And also please subscribe, and also smash that notification bell, so that way you guys can get all the hottest updated videos coming out soon. And I'm also going to leave a description, my link for my Instagram in the description, so that way you guys can also follow me on Instagram, so I keep up on that as much as I can. The same with YouTube. So anyways, I'm out for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.